This is your host Yannick Oho Bambe, and welcome to your podcast. I am more than the immigrant you had in mind, a platform on which stories about immigrants and refugees coming to Canada are told on a regular basis. Today in the studio, we will be talking to Edrissa Gassama, and we will be following a slightly different format than the one you've been used to so far. Indeed, the reason being is that Edrissa's story is so powerful that we've decided to give him ample space to share his story by trying not to ask him as many questions we would typically ask our guests during our conversation. So please, my friend Edrissa, could we just start by getting a very brief introduction about you, and then after that introduction, let's talk about your biggest challenge and your biggest achievement in Canada. The floor is yours, my friend.
I'm Edrissa Gassama from Gambia, precisely West Africa.
Okay.
They call it the Gambia, or Smiling Coast of Africa. Mm-hmm. That's where I came from. Mm-hmm. I am a Mandinka by tribe, the largest tribe in that country, from 44 to 46% before. Now it's at 43%.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I came from 7 siblings, 2 brothers, 4 sisters. My father passed away 25 years ago. I am with my mom. I'm married, have kids. And then came to Canada 2016. Since then I'm in Canada. I went to Gambia twice, and I'm planning to go again, if possible, if I am able to buy my ticket. Yes.
Okay.
And then I landed in Calgary, spent 4 months in Calgary, and then moved into Duncan to the same 2016, June 1st, I arrived in Duncan.
Okay.
And I'm still in Duncan.
Awesome.
Yes.
Your biggest challenge since you've been here in Canada? Please.
My biggest challenge in Canada, that was when I arrived in Canada, my first day of arrival. The night I came to my wife, or the night she picked me from the airport, drove me to her house, or her apartment. She wanted to freeze me to death. Yeah, I left Gambia January. The temperature in the Gambia was 34, 35 towards 40. 28 towards 35, around 40. I don't recall it exactly, but that was it. I arrived in Calgary minus 17, 18 to 20.
Yeah, sure.
January. She put me in the house, in the bedroom, stuck all the heater holes, and then opened the window, put fan on at the window and fan on me. That one, I said, wanted to freeze me to death. Wow. The following morning, she stood up in front of me and said, "I don't love you." I cried. That's a chilling.
Okay, and okay, wow. Let's go to the biggest achievement.
It's when I had a friend, a mother, a friend to my uncle, who was willing to accept me in Duncan. That's where my achievement starts. It was a difficult task for her to accept it, but along the way, she had something that changed her mind, and she said, whatever you were telling me is true, so I will accept you to come to Duncan. That's where my achievement starts.
Awesome.
And then she opened the door and asked me to come. Then I came from Calgary to Duncan. May 28, I don't know, I started travel on May 29, and I arrived here on the 1st anyway. June on the 1st around 11. She picked me at Nanaimo, brought me here. So it was still not comfortable because she didn't know me much. She wanted to see how I'm going to cope. So she took me to Warmland, where the druggies and cranky people came struggling to sleep at night. She put me there to wait up to 5 o'clock. Is at this time we have to register. But along the way, I was sitting there since that morning around 11 or after 11. I had a book, I was reading a book and studying the movement of the people that are coming in and going. I knew the people around me are not up to my level. And then either druggies, homeless, and so on, so on, so on. So I said to myself, I don't think I am fit here, but I will wait until she came back. So at 5 o'clock when she came to register me, I called her and I told her, these people are druggies, I cannot sleep with them. She didn't know, I'm not blaming her, because she had a very perfect intention for me. And then she went to the registrar and asked. The registrar told her what I told her already. So she came back and said, what are we going to do? Because I don't think I'll have a space for you in my apartment. I said, let's look for a hotel. Then I went to Tundabad. I spent 6 days paying every night $100. I spent 6 days. But during that 6 days, every day this lady will come to me 3 times. She will come in the morning with her son, in the afternoon with her son, in the evening with her son. That was continuously during these 6 days. At the end of the sixth day, she said, I think this is too expensive. I'll take you to my house. My son, who is always coming with me here, is confident that you are not a bad guy. We didn't know you before, so we cannot harbor you that. So they took me in. I was living in the Palo, which is still achievement. I don't take it as it's achievement, living in her Palo without paying a dime. It's an achievement. So I left. I slept in the Palo in the Palo for 3 months, until her son had a low income earning and moved there, and I moved to her room. December 2016. I stayed with this lady until December. She passed away last year. Since 2016, she was my mom, my friend, my roommate. I call her mom. I never call her name. Even the son always, even he had a problem now, he will come here. We talk about it. Because she put me in her family. I never go to church for when I became an adult. But when she died, I went to church and I spoke on her behalf because she told me a lot about her family and what she wanted for them to be. And that advice, I have to give it to them at the church, which I did. It's also an achievement. Okay, from there, now, my personal, that makes me to be comfortable, though she was number one. I had a friend called Michelle and her husband. I went to Centers for Newcomer for my resume. I had a resume, but I have to update it. they sent me to intercultural. Yeah.
Okay.
I met Michelle and Pam. They were the door openers for me. They opened all doors for me, especially Michelle. Because after interviewing me, she knew I was a soccer player. I am a soccer player. I'm still. And then after the interview, she said, "Eddie, what are you doing now?" I said, "At the moment, I'm not doing anything. I'm looking for a job, and any job. I'm not looking for a specific one. Any job. I just want to put food on my table, and then so I should not be hanging on anybody." So she said, "Okay, I have somebody, because on my resume, coaching is there, coaching, soccer coaching, which I studied with British coaches in the Gambia for 6 months. I have 2-3 coaching courses, which I did. So I have they certificated me. After that certification, so I came with it. When she saw those things, she said, "I think you can coach these kids." And I said, "Yes." So she linked me with someone. So the man tested me and accepted me. I worked with him for 4 weeks until he was traveling to Europe. So that's where this coaching session stopped. And I came back. And she linked me with her husband's team too, and I started training with them too. But unto my surprise, I never knew her husband was part of us.
Part of
the team that she introduced me to.
Okay.
She never told me. She never told me, "My husband is there, is this, is this." No. I was just going for training. I was training with her husband every day. I was fasting, even it was Ramadan. I was fasting, training. When it's time for beer, they said, I said, no, I'm fasting. I cannot drink. I don't drink beer anyway. So he asked me, "Are you Eddie?" I said, "Yes." He also never told me I am Michelle's husband. He just asked me. Until for some time, he came to me and said, "I am Michelle's husband." So, "Were you hiding?" He said, "No." I thought she told you, but I said, "No, she never told me." So we became friends. They gave me a job. That Michelle and her husband gave me a first job. No, second job. They gave me a job, tree planting. I went for tree planting because they are working on the forest. And then later I moved from tree planting to tree preservation, spraying and this thing. This is how I became familiar with everyone around me. I went for a job search again with, my first job was dishwashing at doghouse. The day they gave me the job, that's the very day these people, Bottle Depot, gave me the job. So I was working 2 jobs. The same lady, I was not driving. The same mother I told you before was the one who was driving me in Ole, and I close at 12 o'clock. I will come to Bottle Depot here in the morning, up to 3. She will pick me. I'll have my shower, go to the doghouse. She will drive me and pick me at 12 o'clock. A whole 2016, 2017, 2018. That's what she was doing. And she gave me her car to drive, to teach me how to drive. I was able to drive, but I don't know the road markings, and so she taught me. And I studied the book, and I went for my test, and so. She gave me her vehicle to go for testing. She was my mother. Even my mom in the Gambia, I told her she's my mom. So I never call her name. She is my everything. She was my everything anyway, because she passed away. And then, working with Michelle, working with her husband, working at Bottle Depot, working at Doghouse, simultaneously. I'll work here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Doghouse Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And Friday and Saturday, I'll go to tree planting or tree preservation. That's what I was doing until these people give me full time. I stopped doghouse, stay with this one and tree planting. 2019, I walked Bottle Depot and Silver 4 forever. I never go to anywhere. And I also play over 35 team soccer here called Still Ahead. I played with them, play for them since 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, up to 2020. I broke my leg 2019. But I came back after healed. With recovered well, I came back and still playing. But now I'm not playing consecutively. Now it's for fun to me. Yeah. Along the way, Michelle still asks me, what do I want to do? I said, in the Gambia, I was a Red Cross. I was a volunteer, and I always want to help people at the hospital. I do that every 3 days, every week, 1 day, every week. Go to the hospital, help people cleaning the hospital. So that's what we are doing there. Said, so do you want to do healthcare? I don't know what is healthcare. We don't have it in the Gambia. I know we have health system, but the healthcare, we don't have it. The type of healthcare you have here, we don't have it in the Gambia. I said, well, maybe I will try. So she set me up to go for studies. And I went to the university to upgrade my language. And I also went to Discovery Community College for my healthcare course. And I got graduated, and I started working healthcare. I worked for two, three years almost. And then some things along the way, I don't want to talk about negative. It's just positive. Some things along the way, I decide to quit for now. Not quit, but just to take a break. But with all that, I've never quit from here, Bottle Depot. They allow me to go to school. They allow me to work anytime I have time. My place is there. They never give it to anyone. And it's still there. Even I leave today, my place will be there. So when I went through certain problems and went through depression and so, they called me and said, hey, sitting in the house does not solve the problem. You have to come to work. So I went to work. So I'm working with them since 2016 to date. I was a junior one day, and now I am all pro supervisor. Even I have breaks along the way. If I did not have a break along the way, I would be being a full supervisor. But I accept it because I was having breaks along the way. Now, another achievement that I will say now is the people in Duncan. The people I surround myself with, or the people who allow me to surround myself with. They give me all kind of motivation to be okay. From the soccer team, from Michelle, from my mom and her family, from Bottle Depot. The people that I work with, the people I move with, I will say is my biggest achievement.
Yeah.
Not what I do, but the people around me is my biggest achievement. I will never be Edie without the people who were motivating me, giving me all support, morally, financially. Even the mom helped me financially when I came. She will go out and buy things and say, this is for you. So she will, if I cook, she will say, I have never eaten this, but I will test this. And she will test it. So she will continue eating that every now and then.
Yeah.
So she's always, she was my backbone here. Michelle is my friend. I love her. I love the family. My mom was my backbone. But she harbored me She does everything for me. But my people I played with, when I broke my foot, they paid my rent, because I was paying rent with mom. They paid my rent. They give me money. They give me everything. They always they took care of me.
Yeah.
And I will do on justice if I don't say some of their names, like Peter, like Joe, Steph, Bill. I had Bill pass away, blessed in memory. There are a lot of people. If I want to say all of their names, maybe I'll be mistaken, and some people will say, "You don't call my name."
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. It was lot of them. Yes, George. I've just say a lot of them. Let me just say that. Are the people who were my backbone, are the people who helped me here, are the people who give me all kind of help to be successful here. And I'm not 100% successful financially, but morally, I am successful.
Yeah, and that's where it starts. It starts.
Morally, I am successful.
Yeah.
But if it is not my people depending on me, will be a different case. But back home, your father is not there, your mom, your siblings are there, you are the eldest son. You have to take care of all of them. That's forceful, because nobody is there to help them. So that's why. But the people of Duncan, the people of Canada has given me everything. Going for my passport, they helped me, mom helped me, showed me the way, became a citizen, got my passport. All due to the people that I surround myself with. I am successful today, morally. I am happy today. I am friend to everyone in Duncan today that knew me, and still because of those people who were there with me. Yep.
Wow. Powerful story. Thank you for sharing your heart. Very inspirational. That's some of the words that are coming into my mind right now. Inspirational, powerful, and I cannot help to, and the reason why I'm saying powerful and inspirational is because without you going into the details of the negativity or the negative side of your life, it seems like you've been able to see both the worst part of humanity, and also the best part of humanity, right? And you are making a conscious choice to focus on the best part of humanity. So I just want to say thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm very emotional because your story is really touching me right now. So I'm not gonna. I just feel like leaving the floor to you, and to let you share your heart. Say, and as you say, you want to focus on the positive. So anything that you want to share about your story.
Well, now if I have to share anything most, I will just say thanks to the people just who took me in and came with me with all the step along the way to see me where I wanted to be. Everyone who ever took a part, even the lady who brought me and maltreated me, I will still thank her. Go without, no matter how she does wrong. She did one thing. And every day I said to her always, if I talk to her, no matter how cruel you are, you did one thing. You opened my eyes to so many things. You know, I will not take that away from her. It's not possible. But the people who helped me, I'm always grateful, thanking them, and I'm pouring out my heart to tell them, if there's a word more than thank you, that's what I will say to them. Tell them. All of them. Yes. I can go back to where I came from, what was I doing. If you want, it's also positive, but we are focusing on Duncan because this is about Canada.
Yeah. So,
if you have any question, I'm okay. I'm open up.
So let me ask you this then: do you consider Canada your home? Obviously, or Duncan specifically. I wouldn't say Canada.
Is my home.
Duncan is your home, and
even my friends are telling me, "You're not going to leave Duncan." Somebody called me from Vancouver yesterday. I called someone from Vancouver yesterday. Said, "What are you doing in Duncan? What do you do in the island?" Because my line of business that I wanted to do to him does not work here.
Yeah.
So, but even people who were born here, moved out and came back. Even if I move out, I consider Duncan as my home. Yes.
And what about Gambia? Gambia
will be my maternal
home. Okay.
Yep. Will be my maternal home, and will remain my maternal home. I will never forsake it. But I consider Duncan my home because that's where I am, and I'm thinking of bringing my family if possible.
I want to also, because obviously you talk about your mother, your adoptive mother. I mean, what's her name? What was her name?
Dorcas Jefford.
Okay.
So I would just say Jefford family.
Jefford family.
Yeah,
okay.
Dorcas Jefford.
Yeah. As you were sharing with us, we kind of like got a sense of what she meant to you.
Whoop.
And I just want to give you the floor as well to kind of like tell us a little bit more about her, about who she was, and anything that you want to say.
Dorcas Jefford is from Newfoundland. So I think she spent almost 25 years here. She had 5 kids. And then she loves human being. She loves humanity. She's very hardworking. She worked until she died. 76 years, if I'm not mistaken. 76 years or 77 years. She worked until her last sickness. Yep. She was at the hospital, operated, came back, she continued working. She got sick, admitted, came back, continued working. She's workaholic. She's good. She's an exceptional lady. Yes.
What are the most important lessons that
I learned from her?
Yeah, that you learned from her, yes.
To be open to people. To be sharing. Even I came with sharing, but I learned lot of things about her on that. Whatever she has, people got it. Her family, me, others. I never heard her say, "No, I'm not going to do this to you, for you." Never. She was telling her, I gave you this. Now you want to take this one too. But yet still, it's going to him. She won't stop it.
And what would you think it takes for a human being to be like that, to become like that? Because obviously this is not something that is, I think this is an exceptional person, exceptional human being. What does it take for someone to become this kind of person?
But that's a good question. Because people have different attitude.
Mm-hmm.
I know somebody should have a good heart to be able to do that.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have a good heart, you cannot do it. That's number one.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have a good heart to be able to do that to people
mm-hmm.
or for people.
Mm-hmm.
Without that, no way. One, I know she's also too religious.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that one contributed a lot.
Mm-hmm.
She's a Christian,
mm-hmm.
and she's too religious.
Mm-hmm.
She's always going to church.
Mm-hmm.
She's always cooking for people and taking it to church every now and then. She will cook a very big pot of soup, very big turkey,
mm-hmm.
and take it to the church always. So she's very generous.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are not generous, you cannot do those things.
Mm-hmm.
Generosity will play part, good heart, and you cannot be generous while you don't have a good heart.
Absolutely.
And then that's number one. Number two, culture also important.
Mm-hmm.
Where she came from, because she told me a lot about Newfoundland. We were planning to go to Newfoundland this year, 2024.
Okay.
But she passed away.
Okay.
She said, in Newfoundland, they share everything.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Then, she said, now things are changing. But during our youth time also, mm-hmm. we always go someone's house and have eaten everything of his and come out. But now that's not happening. So for her, that's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
So culture played a role.
Mm-hmm.
But no matter how culture played a role, you must have a good heart.
Mm-hmm. Do you see any similarity between her culture and the Gambian culture?
Yes.
Are there similarities?
That's just sharing it.
Because where I'm going with that is that sometimes you can be in worlds apart,
mm-hmm.
but before you come together, you don't realize how much you have in common.
Yes.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So can you talk to us a little bit about that?
Yeah, the commonalities that we have well, we share everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it will interest you to tell you, you don't have a homeless in my country.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen one in my life,
mm-hmm.
homeless.
Mm-hmm.
If you come to my country now, as a stranger,
mm-hmm.
my father will ask me to come to sleep somewhere. You sleep in my room,
mm-hmm.
but that's a free, no
mm-hmm.
payment.
Mm-hmm.
You can stay there, food, everything free. You will not tell people, I'm going hungry, I don't have anything to eat. Until you are a father, your kids are hungry. You have to fight and go to give them food. That type of hungry, I'm going to look for something to bring to my kids. That's why. But I'm going hungry individually. You cannot eat.
Mm-hmm.
No, you don't have that. You don't have that in my country.
Mm-hmm.
People are poor, but somebody said, I don't eat, I'm going to bed empty stomach. You kept it to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You kept it to yourself. But if you don't, you will have 1 week food in your house. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So those commonalities are just plain when I came to her life.
Mm-hmm. So she was sort of Gambian.
She was more Gambian than Canadian. Not sort of. She is more Gambian. She was more Gambian than Canadian. Yes.
Yeah.
Because I am not a Christian.
Mm-hmm.
But every fish of Canadian fish,
mm-hmm.
whatever they cook, I will be the centerpiece. Even they are not cooking in our apartment, anywhere from our kids, I'll be the center. Even if I come to work, Eddie, your food is here. After work, come and pick it. So this lady is more of Gambian than Canadian, obviously.
I love that.
Yes.
I love it. I have another question that kind of like ran into my thoughts. I'm thinking about you, Eddie, Edrissa, the young one, because I want also this platform to be a platform where we kind of give advice to, the younger generations or people who are planning to immigrate. Obviously, we kind of like gathered that Duncan is a special place, so I guess we should invite everyone to come to Duncan, right? All the newcomers, every newcomer,
I invited
person.
him.
Oh wow! Okay, so
He's Khalifa.
Did he
He
come
was
straight
in
from?
Montreal.
Okay,
I asked him to come,
okay,
and he came today. Friday was your 1 week here. Yeah,
okay,
he's new in Canada, landed in Montreal.
okay,
And I asked him to come.
okay.
If anybody is coming from Gambia, you ask me, where will I be?
Yeah, that's one question, but I guess the first question was, what piece of advice would you have given to your younger self, the younger Edrissa, before coming to Gambia? What piece of advice?
Before coming to Canada.
Before coming to Canada, what piece of advice would you have given to your younger self, or to anyone who is planning on migrating and coming to Canada?
Well, whoever is thinking of coming to Canada, or Eddie is a child who is preparing to come to Canada, what I will give you to Eddie now is nothing is on the silver platter. You have to work for it. Don't think you are coming to grab. You are coming to work to get it. You earn it. You don't become rich overnight. You have to start somewhere. And if you are traveling from anywhere in the world coming to Canada, don't expect that everything is simple. Nothing is easy in this world. Nothing is easy. Everything now, especially now, everything is difficult. And you have to have this in you that I am going to struggle to achieve what I want to be, but not to go and achieve what you want to be without struggling. If you want to do that, you become a failure.
Yeah, basically there's no shortcuts in life. There's no easy way.
I don't think there's a shortcut. Maybe it's there. In my case, I don't see a shortcut. Because I work hard. Whoever you talk to will tell you who am I. I work hard. So I don't see a shortcut. So you have to work hard. You have to be resilient. You have to be open-minded. You have to be friendly. If you are not in any of this, you find life difficult. And don't think whoever you meet is a bad person. If you are a good person, term everybody as a good person until otherwise.
Don't make any assumptions.
No assumptions. Don't assume this man is bad. This man is not good. This man, no. It has to come to light to be able to say it. If not, no. That's who I am. And that's what I'll give advice to anyone. Yes. And respect everybody. Young, old, disabled, rich, poor. Respect everybody. Respect humanity in order to excel. Else you are not going anywhere too. This is what I will give to anyone. No shortcut anyway.
Any other words of wisdom or that you can leave us with, and maybe something in from the Gambian culture, some proverb or some I don't know, poetry or anything that you want to kind of like leave us with.
In my language?
Yeah, if you like, you're more than welcome to. More than welcome to, as long as you translate it after. Okay.
You don't leave the fish at hand for the fish that you are stepping on.
You don't leave the fish
at hand for the fish that you are stepping on in the water. You may get it, you may not get it.
I'm gonna take some time to process it. I'm gonna need some time to process it, right?
Okay, I'll tell you. I'll tell you what they mean about that.
Okay.
If I have a job that I think is not good, I think I'm looking for another one. I don't get it yet. I should not leave this.
I see. Yeah.
You have to. I have to have that and concrete that, and then give them a time frame that I'll come back. You come and finish this one. If you don't do that, you will lose there and lose that one because you don't get it yet. I'm going for the interview. Don't you leave this one? The interview turns out negative. You lost the one that you have.
Yeah, I get it. It's about contentment. Being content with anything that you have. And
the second one, ibuge nyadi ibitan na irefon edibo momo. You don't give your eyesight to your in-law and you became blind.
Very, very, very deep, abstract, philosophical concept here. Can you please teach us and enlighten us on the meaning of this proverb?
The meaning is, no matter good you are, you don't have one thing and you don't expect any other thing and give that out. If I need it, you need it. If I don't need it, I don't mean that. If I need one thing, you need the same one thing, and I am the one who is having it. If I give it to you, I'm going to struggle for it. Will I get it or not? I don't know. If we can share it, yes. But if it is only one, I'm going for the exam hall. I have only one pen, you don't have a pen. Do you expect me to give you my pen?
Well, no.
That's my eye. This pen is my eye.
Okay.
If I give it to you, I'll be a blind person.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's it.
Wow. Well, you kind of, I think our audience kind of like was in here with us and kind of sensed the power of this conversation. Usually I ask a lot of questions, but today was a little bit unusual because I kind of like felt that the flow, I mean, I would even have been happy to just kind of like open the mic and just leave the floor and just let you talk and share your story for 45 minutes, 1 hour, just without interruption. But you've been awesome. You've been an awesome guest, and thank you again for this gift, because it was a gift for all of us, myself first and included. So we just want to thank you for that. And I guess the biggest lesson that I'm getting from this is about just being content with just finding that place of contentment in life, which is the biggest lesson that I'm getting from this. So thank you so much.
You're welcome,
Edrissa.
I will thank you And I will be on justice to Paulina, who introduced me to you. She took Michelle's position, and she's doing it well. So if I don't talk about her too, that will not be correct. I wouldn't be fair. Paulina is also very, very, very good lady. I told this to her husband. I never knew he was her husband anyway. But I was just talking about her. Her husband said, I'm her husband. I said, wow, I never knew. But that's the truth. And I will always say it. She's helpful. She's selfless. She's friendly. An awesome lady. And all intercultural people, Francois and the others, they are all good. What I'll say is, Duncan, the people of Duncan are an exceptional one. I have no bad thing to say towards them. They did phenomenal.
Yeah, you're in the right place because you're also an exceptional human being. And your story needs to be told, and more people need to hear this story and the power of your story and be inspired by your story. So
thanks. Sir.
So thank you so much again. So tune in for more in the next episodes of this podcast series, produced by the Intercultural Association of Greater Victoria, with funding from the Department of Canadian Heritage.